This is Gears of War Ultimate Edition. We're here on Xbox Series X taking a look at the game that has now been FPS boosted. So what are we getting here? We're getting a 1080p at 60 FPS with auto HDR support. I know, amazing. So beforehand, the campaign in this game ran at 30. Now it's at 60 FPS, whereas the multiplayer ran at 60 FPS, and that has not changed. So the big adjustment here is that now we are getting a better campaign frame rate, which I think is fantastic, and that should apply across the experience, and it's great to be back here in Ultimate Edition taking a look at the game because, well, it is quite a great upgrade for the experience in regards to, you know, what it originally was like. But as you can tell, yeah, the frame rate is much smoother gameplay-wise. It feels instantly better playing the campaign this way, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. Now, it's hard to find multiplayer matches if you can find them, since this game lacks the ability to have bots. So we will be focusing on, you know, just the campaign element of the experience and showing that off, which of course is a little disappointing, but that's how it goes.
Hey. 6-4, this is Delta 2. Hold your fire. We are inside the prison. Over.
Roger that, holding fire. Advise you relocate ASAP.
Man, if the man knew I was here to get you, I'd be in some deep shit. Come on, let's go.
Anyways, this is such a great upgrade over that original experience in regards to the visual quality of it, the advancements in, like, just, you know, the technology everywhere is just so evident in this one, and it is really quite impressive to see it running at a smooth 60 FPS in the campaign. For me, this is, like, you know, this is a huge upgrade for when you want to go revisit this title. I think that's fantastic. I also checked out, you know, the original version of this game, you know, not the, obviously this is the Ultimate Edition, so this is like they went and they upgraded it, they really reworked all the texturing and whatnot, and they did, you know, kind of give us that original game still, but you know, it's a significant upgrade here in comparison to that one, just because you can see, you know, these texture improvements, having this frame rate improvement, and it's just kind of like the best way to sort of play this game, the first Gears of War. So yeah, like I was saying, you can go back and you can play that one, and I think the atmosphere of the original is really quite cool because it's a lot darker, but I think overall this is probably the better version due to the improvements in, like, texturing, quality of the characters, the cinematics, and everything like that. It makes quite a difference. I've also kind of always wondered, were there not other inmates in here? Like, literally Marcus was like the only person left? Like, how was he eating? How was, like, what was going on here, you know? How did he keep in shape? Was there a workout room? Anyways, I know, silly stuff. But, yeah, it's just kind of cool being here and showing off the action of Ultimate Edition with this silky smooth gameplay. You can definitely tell that this is the way this was meant to be played. Now, while it does look, you know, quite fantastic, I would really like it if they properly went and optimized this. I died? I don't understand how I died there. I'm sorry, I'm genuinely shocked at how I died in that spot. I had full health, and anyways, yeah, it would really be ideal if they did go back and actually fully optimize this experience, because I think there is, you know, room for this to really push even higher frame rates, even higher resolution options, and just in general, you know, kind of making it a little bit more optimal specifically for the platform. There is difficulty options too. You can play in local co-op, online co-op, 2 players. You know, it's a 2-player co-op game in design. Marcus and Dom in combination with Baird, Cole Train, the legendary Cole Train. I was on Holgrain, you know. As you fight back against the Locust hordes. And I actually have all the achievements in this one, so I am quite proud of that.
Oh shit! This is 6-1! I'm hit! I'm hit!
Oh no!
Controls not.
Can't believe they went after it just to get this one guy. Anyways, yeah, I think this looks really quite fantastic. Like, visually, it's such a significant improvement, you know, the character modeling and all that. It's just great. And if you've never played Ultimate Edition, it's actually even got some lost PC content, extra like missions and stuff added to this one, that I think it, you know, expand the scope of the game a little bit too, which is kind of cool. If you're, you know, kind of wanting a little bit extra story content, I think it's fun. It's like a whole extra couple of levels and whatnot. I think it adds quite a bit to the game, like a huge boss fight type scenario, which is always fun. So that's definitely more worthwhile in that regard. And the multiplayer in this is really upgraded. It's got a stack of beautiful, like just gorgeous maps. And like I said, I really, really wish that you could be still experiencing it, because that is like peak Gears of War multiplayer. Like absolutely peak multiplayer. Oh, this cutscene is hilarious.
Embry Square. Colonel Hoffman's waiting for us.
Hoffman. Oh shit. This is gonna be awesome.
Hey, are you the Marcus Fenix? The one who fought at Asfield Fields?
Yep.
Wow, cool.
Carmine's awesome.
Not really.
You! Traitor like you doesn't deserve to wear the uniform.
Looks to me like you need all the help you can get.
Step aside. Lieutenant, I've got good news. We have a plan to end this war. Once and for all.
Yeah, right.
Sensors are picking up enemy movement, sir, close by.
And Anya's looking great.
Locust! Take cover! Move!
Like, this is just like such a visual improvement over the other one, which I was just playing.
Bomb! I'll take out all these bastards with one shot. But it can't work if we don't have the targeting data. That's why we need the resonator. It'll map their tunnels so that we can hit those sons of bitches where they live.
Now I'm pissed.
Up there!
This looks incredible compared to, seriously, compared to the original, because I was literally just playing that one.
I want you to get in there, find those men, and deploy that resonator.
Will we have air support?
What? Are you kidding? You are the support, son.
Down to 2.
Nemesis are keeping our birds out of the area. You'll have to move in on foot.
We're screwed.
All clear.
But the lieutenant here will be feeding you intel.
Yes, sir. And the smart thing to do right now would be to leave.
You, get it done. I expect you to give me 110%, Phoenix.
I'm not doing this for you.
Oh. Anyways, let's continue along here and just battle away, showing off a bunch of the campaign. Like I said, this game is great. It really is. It's a fantastic story. It is well worth playing. It is well worth your time, and I think you'd have just a lot of fun coming in here and experiencing what Gears of War has to offer. It is such a cool franchise, and this one still has that like hardcore angle to it. There's also moments where you like split up and stuff, and you know, that was always a challenging moment in co-op, was splitting up from the team. But they really did a great job of, hey, this is that original version. Oh, chainsaw at 60 FPS. Hey, this is that original version, kind of restored, and just really almost perhaps what they intended visually back in the day. Now, again, like a higher resolution would be really awesome. It looks good, but there's still, you know, it's not jaggedy, but you can tell that it's not super crisp like a 4K image would be. Which is a shame, because, you know, with the PC side of things, they do have all those options that can be provided, so it just kind of makes me really desire them to do that someday. Because I think, you know, these visuals and these textures hold up perfectly well, even though it's been a number of years. They still look fantastic. So you don't really need to rework this a whole lot. You just gotta give us a little bit of an optimization. That just shoots off through the... That's awesome. I always forget how easy it is to, like, really die in this one. Like, you can drop really fast. But even, like, the backdrops and stuff have been hugely expanded upon. They've added all those little bits of ambience. But it is a lot more bright, right? Like, that was a big thing in this one, where I was kind of wondering about, like, the lighting changes. Really fundamentally changed a lot of how this one feels, especially when you do like the driving sequence, which is really rough. That driving sequence in general in this game is like, ugh. But you know what I mean, right? Like it really changes how that scene feels, how it looks, and that's in general the whole game is just much more lit. Oh, and obviously collectibles again. Those collectibles cog tags to find. Maybe not obvious to all, but you know the big red Crimson Omens, you can see the big skull things. You usually find one of the cog tags there. I actually think I have a guide to finding all the cog tags still kind of present in this one, so that's kind of neat. I think we want to do not that hole, but the other one.
Oh yeah.
Man, these locusts are menacing. There we go. Feels fantastic. It really does. Like, this is kind of how this campaign should have been. This is how it was meant to be played.
Well, it could be Alpha.
Cog tags are gone.
Is that the resonator?
Nah.
Now what?
Let's get that resonator.
Marcus. What do you think? What do I think? Could be Alpha, or it could be the Locust setting a trap. There's only one way to know for sure.
Our next target is House of Sovereigns. Straight ahead. Move!
Alright, let's press onwards. It's quite funny because this point was a little bit more emphasized in, I think, the original almost, due to like pop-ups, because the whole point of this is to kind of teach you to do flanking stuff a bit. That guy stands there too in this one. That's really weird. Why? Why does he stand there? But yeah, the idea is to be like, you can flank in this game using cover and whatnot. That's the idea here. In case you didn't know.
Nice. Sweet.
Let's see if we can do this properly. I also have a guide for this one as well. Where you plug all of the holes before people come out.
You're so tough. Another grab hole.
And this one over here is the hard one to do. Ah, one slipped out. I almost had it. I almost had the perfection on that one. It was very, very close on it. Gotta say the rubble looks a lot more intense here.
What the hell, man? Those holes could...
Looks like we need to split up.
Left path's the easier one.
You and Carmine will go left. Dom and I will go right.
Yes, sir. Grubs!
Copy that.
Flank 'em.
And we gotta give our teammates a little bit of a hand here. A lot more density in the rooms too in regards to like items and stuff. Nice, like this wasn't a significantly great upgrade to this one.
There's another nest around the corner.
With a spotter on the
And you know what's even funnier is we are like, I think, way ahead time-wise than I was running through this in the original Gears of War. We're actually showing off more of the game because I'm a lot faster at this. Even though I died in that one spot.
Oh yeah.
That is hilarious. 60 FPS, smooth visuals. It helps you go through things quicker.
Bring it.
We've got locusts coming through. Let's move.
Taste the Troika.
Good job, man. Now let's
I thought that was a
find
pretty good
that
job, yeah,
resume.
definitely.
Move
Thanks,
out.
Kim.
Locust reinforcements.
Oh, you can't turn it all the way around, can you? You look so mad, Marcus.
Control, this is Delta Squad. Any word
Surprised
from
they weren't
Alpha?
able to smooth that portion out. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it feel kind of like a game that we don't just
Roger that.
smoothly transition.
Dom,
Like, you could have, like,
Phoenix,
fed in a
look for way
cutscene or
in.
something.
Carmine and I will stay back and suppress.
What about Alpha?
We'll save him if we can.
Let's go.
Oh, this beautiful area. Everybody keep your heads down here.
Oh yeah.
What? Come on. I always forget how savage this can be.
Oh yeah.
Gotta use that cover. Anyways, this has been Gears of War Ultimate Edition, FPS boosted. It's a great way to experience the campaign, the original story of the game, and what I would suggest as being, you know, your choice for going back and revisiting this classic Xbox title. Feels great, it looks good, handles well, excellent co-op options. If you can get a multiplayer session going, it's really quite fantastic, and I have so much fun playing it because it's like the purest of Gears multiplayer. At least I think so. Can I get the measure?
All clear.
All in.
You good?
Yeah, but I got a problem. Something's wrong with this thing. It keeps jamming.